Hey guys! Alright, I'm super excited about today. We're going to have a guest, Emylee Covell, who is a mobility expert for CrossFitters, and she's the creator of X-Flow, which is her style of mobility class specifically for CrossFit athletes. And what we're doing today is mobile mobility, so there's no more excuses. You can learn stretches and flexibility and mobility to do in your car. I call it mobility for the commuting CrossFitter. So let's meet Emylee and we'll see how we get a stretch.
What up guys, Emylee Covell here. We're talking about stretching in the car. I know it's a really constricted area, but there's no excuses, especially if you're a CrossFitter. I know a lot of people are commuting or like on the plane a lot, and then they get off the plane, the first place they go is to their local box and drop into a workout, but you're really damaging your central nervous system after sitting for such a long period of time and not exploring any movement. So here we are in the car. I'm going to teach you this no excuses stretch routine that should get you from the top of the head all the way down to the base of the ankles. Are you ready for this?
Yeah!
Okay, the first thing we start off with is the neck. The most important thing that we need to think about is we drive like this, right? We stare at our cell phones like this. So what happens is our deep extensor muscles in through our neck totally stretched out, super weak. So while we're driving, we have opportunities to strengthen. I'm right in through here. We call this chin tucks. I like to call them double chin tucks because you're giving yourself a double chin. I'm right in through here. I take an inhale. It's nice and steady. And on my exhale, I push into the back, the headrest. And what I like about this is it's easy to push into something, right? It gives you resistance. It's like you're lifting weights, except for you're pushing against your headrest. So I'm here, and then notice, I think this is a neutral spine, but it's not because this is a neutral spine. Neutral spine, and then what ends up happening is my shoulders naturally roll back. I'm not like this, right? Which leads me down. You can do about like 10 or 15 of those. Honestly, I do them all the time in the car, and that helps me to not really focus on all the bullshit that's... Can I say that? I can't say that.
It's okay. We'll cut it out.
It really allows you to kind of tune in to your body as opposed to just being stressed out by all the traffic going on around you. So chin tucks, about 10 to 15 of them, and then let's move into the shoulders. First, let's talk about position. Position is not like a hunchback, but like a really confident person, right? We want our shoulders to roll back. We want to be chest bumping all of the people driving around us. And holding on either 10 and 2 or 4 and 6, right? And then something I can do is just really easily squeezing the shoulder blades together, contracting, relaxing, contracting, relaxing. Let's call them these car chest bumps. Yeah, so about 10 to 15 of these car chest bumps. And let's say you're just feeling really tight and you're here, and let's say you're at like a red light or something, so you can take your hands off the wheel. You'll grab onto what's called eagle arms. I bring my arm across me like a classic delt and rhomboid stretch. I cross over, except for if I can, I might double, right? And what is this? Oh, front rack. It's my front rack position. So it's an easy way for me to get a front rack stretch. I can even hold on to the handle, use what I got, and find, allowing my delt to kind of open up, allowing the tricep to kind of stretch. And then with that being said, you can reach all the way up and overhead. There's no reason you can't work on overhead positioning. And what happens is I climb my fingertips. I might even kind of dip into one side, dip into the other side, get in there, root through the shoulders, right? Not scrunching up through the neck, but finding freedom and then exploring that space around there. And what's cool about this is bicep beyond the ears, right? So next time you go and press a barbell, it should be right in position, right stacked on top. If your pecs are super tight that you can't even get up there without any discomfort, just grab onto the seat next to you and pull yourself away. Think that your armpit opens up to the sky just like how you would if you were snatching, right? Show me your armpits. I'm right in through here. I reach over. I might even pull over here. Grab onto the side of my seatbelt and reach over, right? And then let's move on down. Let's talk about our core. Your core's super weak in the car. Your pelvis is tucked under, just kind of like ripping to shreds your psoas and all of your anterior structures that are meant to be tight. So we can work on the core. I take inhales, and on my exhales, I think about the hollow body position. There's no reason not to get your core work in if you're missing it for the day. And last but not least, we'll get into some external rotation work, right? Set ourselves up for some squats. My knee tracks down, it presses away. I want to think about corkscrewing it. Now, I'm short. I can do this in the car. If you're super tall and you can't, it might have to be at a stoplight. You might have to pull yourself over, open up a car. Who cares if people are looking at you funny? You get in there, and if people are looking at you funny, you say, screw you, man. Do you even stretch, bro? All right, that's what I got for you guys today. Get your stretch on, get mobile, get strong, get buff and bendy. I'm Emylee Covell.